So today I will be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tamanna Dress Your Face eyeshadow palette, and the first shade I'm taking is Bengal on a large fluffy brush, and I'm going to just take that shade and work it into the crease area from outer corner all the way to the inner corner. I'm also going to be pulling it kind of outwards at an angle at the outer corner, just to give a really nice cat eye shape to the eyeshadow look. So I'm just blending that into the crease and outer corner area. Next, I am taking the shade Chocolate on more of a tapered blending brush, and I'm starting off really light with this color. And this is going to go on the inner corner crease area and the outer corner crease area. This is going to start to give us that halo effect, having those darker colors in the outer corner and keeping that lighter, more colorful shade in the middle. But very lightly, you just want to build up this color on the inner and outer corners, trying not to bring it in too far or out too far, because then it kind of just makes the eyeshadow look very panda-ish. So you want to try and be as precise as possible with your placement of this color. As you can see, I'm just kind of adding layer on top of layer rather than trying to go in with a lot of color all at once. I've said it before, it's easier to add than it is to take away, and you have a little bit more control over the product that way. But moving on, I'm taking the shade Noir on a really tiny kind of blending precision brush, and we're going to layer this on the very innermost and outermost corners, and you need to be very careful with this black because it is no joke. I would compare it to Corrupt by Makeup Geek, which is my favorite black, but this one is intense. Be careful, start very light with it and build it up. And then go back in with that other blending brush that had chocolate on it and just kind of run it over top to blend out that black and just make it a little bit less harsh, and it'll help blend it in with the dark brown as well. Next, I'm taking Undercurrent, which is a Pearlglide pencil from MAC. You definitely could go in straight with the next eyeshadow shade I'm going to use if you like, but I wanted it to be more of like a green shade rather than a blue. So I'm using this as a base for the blue eyeshadow, and it'll help pull out more of the green in the eyeshadow. So I'm just focusing that on that center portion of the eyelid that we left blank and blending it out with a small pencil brush, just so there aren't any harsh edges from that pencil. And then going in with Venezia, I think that's how you pronounce it, but I don't know, just on a paddle eyeshadow brush, and we're just going to pack that directly on top of that pencil. As you can see, it just helps add a little bit more dimension and depth to that eyeshadow, which is why I like it, and it helps, like I said, just to pull a little bit more of the green out of that eyeshadow as well. And then you just want to go back in with the blending brush that you used with Chocolate and just kind of run it over the outermost edges just to make sure everything's really blended together. And then I'm taking Fresh on a clean paddle brush, and I'm going to just use that as my brow highlight today. Next, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Creme Color in Jet on a synthetic angled brush, and I'm going to just tightline my waterline with this. I'm not actually going to do any liner on the upper lash line today, just because I want that green to really pop and I don't want it to have to be buried under like a line of black. So I'm just tightlining to make sure that everything is really dark and smoky and there's no fleshy tones. And then I'm just curling my eyelashes and applying mascara. You could definitely leave it at this point after the mascara, but you know me, I'm going to put a pair of falsies on as well. And the falsies I'm using today are the number 3s from MAC. You don't have to use these. A more affordable dupe is oh, I can't remember the number, but they're by Ardell. Ardell makes pretty much the same exact eyelash. And since we didn't do liner on the upper lash line, you want to make sure you get as close to your lash line as possible, just so that they blend in with your natural lashes a lot better. And this is the eyeshadow so far. I'm going to move on and do foundation, concealer, powder, all that fun stuff, and then come back to finish up the eyes. So moving back to the eyes now, I'm going back in with that chocolate shade on a really teeny tiny smudge brush. And basically what we did to the upper lid, we're going to use on the lower lid lash line area. So taking that color and focusing it on the outer corner of the lower lash line and the inner corner, and leaving a space in between in the middle there for more of that green shade. So you just want to kind of pack this color on the inner and outer corners of the lower lash line. And then going back in with the Noir shade on that really tiny blending precision brush. This you want to focus on the very outermost corner and the very innermost corner. Basically we're just repeating what we did to the upper lid, but yeah, you want to just focus this on the inner and outermost corners. And then going in with a blending brush with no extra product on it, just to kind of buff out those shades and make them a little bit smokier. Going back in with that Undercurrent pencil now, we're going to just run this in that space that we left blank on the lower lash line. This product is really super creamy, so you definitely don't need a lot of effort to apply this, and then we're just blending it out with that pencil brush again. And then we're going right back in with the Venezia shade on the same pencil brush, and we're going to just pack that right over top of that Undercurrent pencil. And then just to tie everything together and help make the look a little bit more smoky, we're going to go back in with that cream color and just put this on the waterline of the lower lash line as well, just so we don't have any pink fleshy tones showing through. And it just helps make the eye look a little bit more dramatic. And then all that's left to do is apply a coat of mascara to your lower eyelashes and you are done. So that is the completed eye look. I hope you guys like it. I really like it, especially for fall time. I really like the green tones of the eye look. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video and thank you for watching.